Hello and welcome to Affinity. It's a bit of a geek video. This is about the color dodge blend mode and how it's actually calculated. It's not difficult, so why don't follow along? It's kind of fun anyway. So the color dodge blend mode is in the middle of the lighten group. Can be contrasted with the color burn in the darken group, and we'll look at a bit of a comparison of those later on. Overall calculation is base over 1 minus blend, which you can look at like this, just doing it in the more algebraic way. Base layer is the layer at the bottom. The blend layer here, when you have 1 minus it, that means it's inverted. And this then is a very simple way of thinking about it. So the base layer pixel over the inverted blend layer pixel. We're going to look at it to see the effect of how these work together. And because it is per channel, this is effectively the same in each channel, which is effectively, think of this as 0 to 1 rather than black and white. So the base layer goes from 0 to 1 in the X direction, and the blend layer goes from 0 to 1 in the Y direction. So we'll have a look at it in kind of real time. So the blend layer here is the one over here, and the base layer over here is the one over here. If I take that one there, I've got the color dodge blend mode set there, so that if I drag this over the top, this is what I'm going to get. And you can see immediately you got half of this is going to be white, or which is effectively, it could be effectively calculates at greater than 1, but it always just stops at 1. So if we go back to what we're looking at here, so that's what we've got. So we've got the base layer going here from 0 to 1 in the X direction, and the blend layer going from 0 to 1 in the Y direction. And noticing here, you can say the blend layer, when it's white, makes everything else white. So when the blend layer is white here, white wins the competition. And when it's black, it makes everything else black. When the base layer is black here, it seems to have no effect on the blend layer. If you're looking in that direction, whereas over here, when the base is white, everything gets white. And what you can notice here as well is when you've got a dark here, then the transition across here takes quite a long way. Whereas when the base layer down here we're up here and in the lighter area of the base, then you're going to get a lot of this up here is going to be white. So you've got that different transition, all dark here, but transitioning up here. A way of calculating with this is to say this is the original. So in the white area, base over 1 minus blend, it's going to have to be greater than 1 for it to be white. Which means the opposite of that, you can say that down here, base over 1 minus blend is going to be less than 1. Or the base is less than 1 minus blend, cross multiplying there, and which means bringing the blend over to this side, base plus blend here is less than 1. So in other words, you're going to bounce off here to here. So for example, this is 0.8, down here is going to be 0.2, so it's going to be less than that, which is kind of a useful way of looking at it. So you can also reflect this back over here. Base plus blend is less than 1 here, means that base plus blend is going to be greater than 1 there. So all you need to know is the base value and the blend value, add them up, and you can tell whether it's going to be in the white area or in the shaded area. Right, we're going to look at it with a color dodge and look at the difference here. Color dodge is base over 1 minus blend. Color burn is 1 minus base over blend. So you can see there is a similarity in here. One of it's both are base over blend, but the color dodge is base over 1 minus. Here got 1 minus over the just blend. And you've got the 1 minus here, so to double flip it to bring it back to the way that it looks, the way that it should be. I'm rambling, aren't I? Let's go back to here and have a look at this. If I collect those together, Control G there, and call that, say, color dodge, then we're going to Control J to duplicate that, and call that burn. So this will be the color burn. So we can drag this across. There we go. So this one on the left can be color burn. Open this up, go to the blend, change this to color burn. And here you can see the kind of reversal effect. Here we've got a black triangle down here as opposed to a white triangle up here. But we've got the same sort of blending here. It's sort of equivalent to this one here, but kind of flipped. Anyway, that's it. That's a quick look at the color dodge calculations and a bit of the comparison. You can see the sort of inverted similarity to the color burn. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.